Okay, so the folded omelette. This is kind of a classic. So it's the omelette where we fold it over like that, or the two sides into the middle. You can choose whichever one you want to do. We don't want to overcook the egg again. We want it to be silky and golden yellow and delicate and gorgeous and oozy in the middle. I'm going to flavour this with gorgeous mushrooms. Look at these. So we've got a mixture of farmed and oyster and field mushrooms, enoki mushrooms there. The enokis are really cool. You can get them in a lot of the supermarkets now. Just crush, squash, slice, or tear up the mushrooms. Kind of make it odds and ends and different shapes and sizes. That's all cool. So some slices to squash, and that is absolutely lovely. So there's your mushrooms. We're gonna just get a little bit of olive oil in a pan. As it gets hot, we're gonna go in with the mushrooms. Let it fry. It will start frying, and then it will start releasing moisture. We'll keep tossing, and then that moisture will cook away, and we'll get back to frying again. I just want to get 1 clove of garlic. Let's just take the skin off. And we just finely slice that. What's really nice with mushrooms is thyme or parsley, or both. Really, really nice. So I want to put that in. Notice that I put the garlic in after the mushrooms. If I put the garlic in with the oil in a hot pan, it's just going to overcook and go slightly bitter. So the mushrooms have kind of taken the sting out of the heat of the pan. A lovely little pinch of salt and pepper. And if you had any dried chili, that's really nice as well. So have a little look at this. You can see the moisture's just kind of come out of the mushrooms. Now we're going to carry on frying it. A nice way to make it really rich and gorgeous is to put just a little knob of butter. So in we go. And something that I love with it is just a tiny squeeze of lemon. So literally 4 drops. So see where that butter is? Just going to squeeze 4, 5 little drops of lemon. It will make all the difference. So let it just bubble up, right? What we'll do is we'll take those off and we'll just put them onto a plate. Now, by the way, that technique of cooking these mushrooms is fantastic for risotto, for putting with steak, making a sauce with a splash of white wine and cream. So that little technique's a very, very good one. So in this pan now, what I want to do is just get a little bit of kitchen paper. I'm going to wipe it out. I want to turn it right down to a sort of medium-low heat. We're going to hit up 3 eggs. So I'm going to have 3 eggs for this. I'm going to have a little pinch of salt, and then I'll give it a nice little beat with a fork. So notice I've taken that pan off the heat. Just a little drizzle of oil, and in we go with the eggs. Just say use a spoon to just lightly move this around. See guys, I don't want to have to overcook the base of the omelette. Just move it around delicately. And then where you make a hole, feel free to let it kind of fall in. So look, as you move little gaps and you fill it with the egg, there's a point where you kind of start moving it and not so much fills it. At that point is when we go in with some gorgeous cheese. Fontinas, cheddars, red Leicesters, or anything equivalent that you feel, Conte, absolutely gorgeous. I can have a pinch of pepper in here, and then we're going to go in with your lovely mushrooms. Now, I'm going to just put it to one side, like a half moon. So I'm going to take it off the heat now. See, the thing is, guys, eggs cook at such a low temperature that if it's cooked in the pan, it's going to be overcooked on the plate. So you kind of need to sort of just scale back your aim, if you know what I mean, on cooking, and just slightly undercook it, and then by the time you get it on the plate, it will be perfect. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, it will work. So I'm going to just pour it out onto a plate, and then as it gets over the lip, we just fold it in half, like that. So there you go, guys. The humble and very simple half-folded omelette. It's a real classic, very simple. The key for me is not overcooking the egg. You don't want colour. So let's get a knife and fork and cut into that. So there you go. What are we looking for? We want it to be oozy in the middle. We want the mushrooms to be beautifully cooked. And we don't want the omelette overcooked. It is delicious. Oozy and moist on the inside, very, very important. Mushrooms cooked beautifully. And, you know, so delicate and soft here. Lots of love. If you like this, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Click there. Nice. Thank you. Bye.